Hi, everybody. I pulled a fast one on myself and went live anyway. And we're here. And we're live and all that good stuff. So, did anybody have an idea of which of the little things I wanted to take a look at tonight? I started out with M101, and I'll show you what I got here in just a minute. Let's see. Okay, this one right here, the one that, yeah, I went at the time that I said I was going to go, but a little bit later. And it turns out that the sky's not super awesome right now, but it's not super terrible, so we'll do what we can. Hey, Shirley. Yes, I recorded a good deal of that mission, actually, today, anyway. Right through the platform I'm streaming on, in fact. Just so I could have the memory. Super cool day in space today. I have been absolutely going crazy wanting to look at stuff, but we've had clouds. There was one night that I was going to go last week, and it wasn't very cloudy, but at the same time it was cold and windy, and it would have been an unpleasant experience on my part. So I just said, nah, screw it. But here I am. It's kind of cloudy, but not as cloudy as this image. This is just a short little stack of images of M101 getting photobombed by a satellite. And I'll definitely want to revisit that. But this is what I got going on right now, and this is M51. And yes, there is an invader. Did I forget to turn my mic on because I'm awesome like that? First image I was showing you before this one was M101. Hi, Shirley. Yeah, I don't need a monitor. There we go. And what we're looking at right now is M51, which is the Whirlpool Galaxy. And it had 2 invaders. Because why not? Hey, welcome in, Tomcat Josh. Welcome, Sweet Acres. Welcome to Gator. Welcome to Dimmy. Welcome to my spouse, who has probably already gone to bed. And if he hasn't, he should. Because he'll be driving home tomorrow. Hey. Hey. And here comes the troublemaker. 2 seconds of fame. Gator's in here somewhere. I think. Hey, get up here. Ooh. Sit down. So I was telling you, I may have been telling you guys, I told you guys briefly that one of my neighbors had a house fire, and that happened 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. It was literally demolished and removed today. Oh my goodness. You cheese ball. You're a cheese ball. Yeah. Off you. She's a spaz. I'm sorry about my dog, but she is indeed a spaz. I'm not sorry. It's my fault, though. I guess I am sorry. I created a monster. Yeah, he was looking at the security cameras, and they definitely show an interesting picture. You can see the entire road now, which has its pluses and minuses, but, you know, gave me a little more horizon. Go away. I'm stick in the garage. Remember those days? Yeah. Could happen again. So yeah, I was looking at a weather app on my phone, and it's actually pretty spot on, to be fair, that it actually gave me a better prognosis than the other weather apps I usually count on for real life, honest to goodness weather. And yeah, everything's saying that it's relatively cloudy, and it is. And so I'm going to be getting stack failures because there's going to be a wispy cloud that the camera won't be able to distinguish what's going on. So it'll typically pitch anything it can't figure out. It's like, that's not supposed to be there. But I can also... No, it's actually not. It's rather calm. It's chilly, though. People driving down the road. No, Dimmy, the other night when I was considering going live, it was one of those kind of nights where it was windy during the right around sunset, and I got chilled. And it was rather unpleasant, really. Hey, welcome in, Yankee Kyle. Come on in. It figures Gator got lost. I get lost, but I get lost. I at least get lost in space, so. Oh, cheers. Cheers, Dimmy. Here's to your favorite adult beverage, coffee. And Sweet probably has one too. And I don't know what Yankee Kyle's beverage of choice is, but yeah, we're all a bunch of coffee fiends. Right on, Kyle. I should be subbed to you. I'll make sure. I am indeed. Oh yeah, 5 away. Right on. May happen, buddy. Type exclamation link, and it will drop your link in the channel. There you go. Did you see an alien? I saw a bug. I'll call it an alien if you want. There. Alien bugs. Yeah. Definitely alien bugs. Most bugs look like aliens anyway. Maybe we're the freaking aliens and the bugs are actually the real inhabitants of the planet. So if you were a little bit later than everyone else, we were discussing what's going on in this picture. This is M51, the Whirlpool Galaxy, and I've already had 2 satellite flybys, but I can clean those out in post-production. Because what happens is it just takes a bunch of pictures and stacks them on top of each other. This is kind of a preview, so I can actually correct it later by not including the frames that have flybys. Brief infomercial. Grand Spiral Galaxy. 31 million light years away from Earth. And yeah, we could look at this all night. Unless you tell me not to. praying mantis definitely looks like an alien. They act like aliens. But you know, I'll let them hang around, no problem. I let the paper wasps hang around too, which Ed doesn't like very much. As I like to call them, they're the angry pollinators, or the spicy pollinators. Because sometimes they be like that. I got hit. We were having problems with those mud wasps, or those, not the mud wasps, but the paper wasps in our camper. And to get them out, we had to spray them. Well, we sprayed them with some stuff that didn't act fast enough. And I had shoes on, but they were short shoes and short socks. That little baddie got right between my sock and my ankle and basically caused me pain before it died. And yeah, that was pretty rough. But I still let him live. Ed, not as much. Welcome in, Rev. I need a dog count and a weirdo count. Because occasionally I do have weirdos that walk by here. Get up here then. The dog wants to say hi. Hello, Florida. We're central Illinois over here. Welcome in, Mark. Look at the camera, dog. You just can't focus, can you? You can't focus. So sorry. I'm so sorry. Get down. Oof. Don't be a pain in my neck, please. That would seriously bother the crap out of me. Not really, it would. Dog. Stop it. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a quick reality check. Since this has been stacking for 36 minutes, I'm gonna show you what 36 minutes means in literally light when you're taking a picture like this. 37 minutes by, you know, technically here. There we go. So this is before, and the other was, and this is after. So a little perspective there for you. But we'll just keep stacking, and then that way I'll have a really nice image. It's fun to watch it from the very beginning like this, especially one that's really bright anyway, so that you can see how quickly they fill in, how quick the gaps fill in. I like keeping the timer on there so you can just see. I mean, this is, right now we're looking at about a minute's worth of open shutter time. But this is also one of those that with a really good telephoto lens, you can get something similar to this with a DSLR camera. As long as you have a go-to mount that can follow it. That's the key, is being able to follow it through the sky. And it's fun to be able to just have a tiny little telescope that I can pick up like a lunchbox and set it out in the field like that. And surprisingly, I called it level enough. It was 0.2 of a degree off level, but I rolled with it because as long as you're within about 3, anything more than 5 is really just, it's painful to stay on targets. So I'm in about a Bortle 4 right here. I do have some light pollution, but it's mostly just because I have neighbors that drive around and stuff like that. There's definitely darker places to go, but I'll take what I can get. Yeah, it's a small town, so I basically am not directly at a street light. I mean, I could point at a street light and you'd be mad at me, but there's actually a shadow on the telescope from the other street light because I put my scope there on purpose. But there's a light post out there and I used it as a shadow so that I could kind of avoid a little bit of it. I mean, I'm still getting the ambient, and you can tell even in the images, like right now, the reason it looks pretty washed out in the space part of, Gator would say the whole thing is space, which it is, but the outer area that is just the star field, that should be a good bit darker, and it will be by the time it's all said and done. But yeah, that's most certainly a little bit of light pollution. I've still got a partial moon up for another couple hours anyway, so the moon's probably my worst nemesis when it comes to getting anything good in the deep space kind of things. And since Venus is back on the map for early evening grabs, if the clouds would cut me a break, then I definitely want to get a couple of good looks at Venus. That's one thing I've still never seen through this scope yet. It's not a great scope for planets, but it will still be cool to look at. I enjoy watching Jupiter and chasing the moons around, so we'll probably have to go do that at some point here in a little bit. Because Jupiter's fun. See how nice those colors are coming in now? We're only just a few minutes into this and it's looking pretty nice. I do want to get a check on the sky, to be honest, because I don't know what it's doing out there. So, give me just a second and I'll be right back. What's the farthest planet I've photographed? That is a trick question. Shh. You shut the fuck up. Welcome in, Sue. Give me just a second. I'm going to step out and take a look at the sky and see what I'm up against as far as the weather goes, because my stream wasn't going to go off for a good while longer because I wasn't even going to get clear skies till like 2. Oh, sorry about that. She's a little pill sometimes. And she does that to a lot of doggies, unfortunately. But give me a sec and I'll be right back. Totally an alien flyby there. Drop those links by all means, please do. I just dropped a link to a short about space and the Big Bang, care of our friend Gator at the cable company. Xena is a lab cattle dog mix. Welcome in, Scorpio Mama. And I think she was raised by cats. She's a little bit crazy. We just checking out aliens and stuff. What you up to, Scorpio Mama? Tis the season, huh? That's a lot of work. Welcome in, Kendall. I can relate to that part. I got satellites photobombing a very nice shot, but I'll clean it up in post so they won't be there. Yeah, we got a storage unit and it needs rectifying. The lines in question, Dimmy, are satellites that decided to, invade my shot. There's the really obvious one that goes up and down. And there's another one over here. That could be a plane. They're annoying. It is what it is. But when I end up with some good pictures after it is all said and done, then I'll just pluck those frames out, because that's all it is. Yeah, when you're constantly making stuff, it does end up stacking up and you have to do something with it. You'll get a seasonal bug that won't move, and I understand that. Or you'll have random orders that cancel out. But you're crafty, you're good at it. Definitely digging on the apron and the goodies. Mm-hmm. Keeps you out of trouble. I totally understand. My dog's being barky again. So sorry. this kind of gives you a idea of where you're looking in the sky. You're awesome, Scorpio Mama. You crack me up. You're fun to have around. He's in Georgia still. He'll be heading home tomorrow, though. She's a feisty goose, though, Rev. Need some Georgia peaches? That actually does sound good. Except I don't like the fuzz. I still need my pecan pie. What's Illinois famous for? I don't even know. Cornfields? I don't know. Bad roads? The Hawk? L. George's welcome him. Welcome him. Well, that's cool. I could eat a tangerine. Orange is too much. Thanks, L. George's. How are you? LG! We love us some LG. So what do you say we look at M104. Just for fun. I honestly don't think I've got enough time in to get a really great shot of this one. But this was more, let's look at some pretty targets that come in kind of quick. And then go from there. Alright, I'm just gonna do it. Well, that should be a good one. Hopefully I can get this one. I should be able to get this one. Yeah, Nightbot's flirting again. He does that sometimes. Alright, he does it all the time. Yeah, my Nightbot likes to flirt, so, you know, do your thing. So honestly, I don't know if I have managed to actually take the time to get this target here. I literally did a Google search like a couple hours ago to see what I was going to look at tonight, so... Sorry. I'm bad. This one time at summer camp. This one time at band camp, I'm not even going to finish that. That's funny, Rev. I like that. Exactly. Well, give me a second. I need to grab a cup of coffee, get rid of the last one, and I'll be back in a quickie. Alright, I'm back, kinda. Mostly back. Oh, I'm very much a curmudgeon. Ask the neighbors that are still here. So let's read about this one a little bit here. Sombrero, also Messier 104, is a peculiar galaxy of unclear classification. Well, it certainly is peculiar. But it's cool. I actually have a Hubble image of this particular galaxy on my desktop for my computer. Pretty cool. I like it. But I really don't remember if I've actually looked at it through this scope. So, here we are, looking at it through this scope. Dog's being kind of needy, so I have to push myself right up into my desk, or else she'll try and climb up on my lap. It's nerve-wracking. It's kind of crowded, but whatever. It's a dog thing. Absolutely in a galaxy far, far away. Let's see if I can get this mic straight away better. There we go. Thank you, Scorpio Mama. Yeah, I will also say thank you in advance. It's certainly not by any means asked for, but surely appreciated. I almost never give shout outs because Ed's the one who holds the keys. He just lets me know later. And I think he's sleeping, so it'll be much later. But I appreciate everybody who's here. Appreciate everybody who checks it out later. I appreciate the lurkers that are just hanging out for the quiet music. Midwest Mama, yes ma'am, I did. I actually recorded a bunch of it. Xena, quit screwing around. Go lay down. Anybody want to borrow a dog? She's just being a pest right now. Not a huge pest, just a little pest. Amen, sister. Okay, she's no longer being a... Yeah. I should join you with that there, Rev. Maybe I'll just wait a couple of minutes and I'll go out and have one in a little bit. You got the lazy greedy one, yeah. The little one. Welcome, Nicholas. Yeah, I just haven't really... Nicholas, I stopped looking and then I decided to just come back. I enjoyed the launch and I enjoyed the landing, but a lot of the rest of it I just kind of didn't even pay attention to because I kind of got the same feeling as well. It's like, they don't have potato cameras, why can't they get good shots? But the launch was exciting, the landing was exciting, and you know how much of it was all ultra staged. I'm not even gonna get into the middle of that because, well, you know, yeah. I'll just keep looking for aliens in the meantime. So how the heck are you, Nicholas? Speaking of personages wanting to shake things up. Just for fun. And I don't discourage it. Cheers and stuff. You know what, Rev? I don't know if he has a SIM card, so that's a hard one. I mean, where would you install the SIM card anyway? I don't know. Trick question. Wow, it looks like I might have found a quieter spot in the sky. I haven't had any satellites over here yet. Right now we are looking at M104, which is the Sombrero Galaxy. And I think it was primarily because I hadn't before. Oh, nice, Scorpio Mama. That's something I should have learned how to do. I suppose I probably could. There's a little shop uptown that has all the giddies, and if I'm not mistaken, they do classes too. Dang. I don't like making the same thing over and over and over again. That's probably one of those reasons why when I do a craft, it's a one and done for the most part. Yeah, Nicholas, I've got that as my desktop on my computer. It makes quite a nice desktop background. I have it on two 32-inch monitors, so it's definitely pleasing when I don't have anything on the screen. 'Cause, yeah, it's wild looking. So, Nicholas, so just because we don't have any alien visitors on this image right now, we'll take off, and we probably will have. Look at this junk from earlier. I was looking at M101 just to look at something, just to sight the scope in, and it got bombarded. And then M51, two different little sessions got bombarded. So, aliens for days. That's a good way of doing it, I guess, Scorpio Mama. Yeah, the weather's been kind of torturing me a little bit. Earlier this week, it was looking like I would have from about dark to dusk, or dusk, literally all night. I was going to have a clear night. And then I scheduled the live, and the next day I look at the weather and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Yeah, the weather here's been ridiculously weird. Like one day it's windy, the next day it's like, are we gonna have a tornado? Are we gonna get hail? It's dumb. We've just had such weird weather, so... I don't apparently have any wind out there right now, so that's good. I'm tired of the cold too. I want to go camping. I told Ed when he gets home that he needs to just like haul me and the camper out to the boondocks to this one campground I like and load me up with groceries and leave me there for 3 weeks. And yeah, I'm still considering that, you know, I might have to approach that. Because we could probably make it happen at some point throughout the summer. We've already got a couple of 2-week trips planned, and then there's going to be, at the very minimum, a 1 week. Oh, I just had a cat sighting. My goodness, I didn't think I was ever going to have one of those. Xena, you don't need to be on my lap. You worm. Oh, good God. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but my telescope is actually on pavement. And that's just so I don't have to... Dog! Oh, I'm gonna clobber you. Can you stop it? Oh my goodness. You're a weirdo. So, Nicholas, did you see the live that Cable did when Mr. A-Frame Daydream was at his house. That was actually a pretty humorous live. The internet was not very kind, but the live was fun. People are slamming doors and stuff outside. Oh, Xena. Oh, no, you don't. All right, doggy duties. I'll be right back. Welcome in, anime girl. Trying to get this little dog to calm down. Beware, this dog might bark. Dog trigger alert. Stop. Stop it. You stop it. Here, get on the camera. Don't bark. Don't bark. Just look at the camera. Look at the camera and be cute. Good night, Rev. You have a good night. Thanks for coming in. Shh. Be quiet. No. 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 Shh. You're such a big baby. Shh. Stop it. Are you gonna chill out? Think you can chill out? My goodness. Goodness gracious. Hey, I'm half tempted to just put this dog in the garage and let it carry on. I'll be back. Welcome in, James. Welcome, welcome. My dog's out in the garage carrying on, having a little rage fit outside. Get out of here! Here comes the F-bombs. I just threw her out in the garage. I'm sick of her crap. She can yell at the neighbors. 'Cause I'm sick of their crap too. Anyway, where was I? What was I talking about? I have no idea. Oh my god. She wants to eat somebody out there. So when I took her outside, she saw some people that were walking down the street and they said something, and so of course she decided she had to carry on heavily. Gosh, what do I got going on here? Well, James, you might be a dog whisperer, but she's not. She's a dog screamer. She's really annoying right now. She's just out there carrying on. I'm gonna let her do it for a minute. Oh my god. Yeah, she won't stop. But she saw some people out there, so she had to bark at them. And now she's still barking at them. And they're not here anymore. But she's still barking at them anyway. She's right at the back door. It's crazy. Silly ass dog. Yeah, I got a mail call too. I tripped over my birthday present the other day. I'm just gonna call it my birthday present because that's what I called it and got away with, you know, whatever. So you guys probably know that we already we have Starlink for the house, and I said something to Ed. I said, well, when are we gonna get the Starlink to go package? And he goes, why? And I said, because when we're out a few places, we can't get hardly a cell signal, let alone internet. And a lot of times we run into bad weather, and that's not something I want to mess around with. So bottom line is I said, let's look into it, and he just ordered it, and I tripped over a Starlink dish the other day. So soon, Dimmy, soon. What's today? 11 days. Alright, I gotta go get that dog so I don't get screamed at by the neighbors. This dog makes me a little crazy. Go lay down. And so she finally does. Just calm your little self down, doggy. You need to stop being so crazy. Nice. That'll be a fun mail call. I got your envelope over here. I don't know what I did with it. It's in this room. It's probably between the two boxes because I didn't want it to get messed with by the dog. Because she's a holy terror and stuff. Xena. Oh my God. Don't read my lips when I mute the camera. I'll have to censor myself. She does not. She needs a leg bone or something to chomp on. One of my buddies got some, I think they're cow knuckles or something like that, or kneecaps or something of that lovely nature. Anyways, it's a good fistful of dog snack, and I can usually give those to her, and she'll bounce for a good hour before I decide to take it away from her. Heck yeah, James. What are we looking at? We are looking at Messier 104, which is the Sombrero Galaxy, which happens to be this image that we're looking at right now is not my desktop, but the Hubble image is my desktop. So I figured, I don't remember looking at this through my scope before, so I figured we could kill some time and stare at it for a little while. We've had a couple of random alien visitors, so I had a short visit with M51 and got alien visitors in it, and then another one with more alien visitors, so I'll process those two sessions together and I'll take the aliens out, and it should turn out to be a pretty decent shot. And this is where I started for the night. And I've actually imaged this one before, but I thought, okay, well, I'm just going to point at something. Well, I mean, aliens, satellites, whatever. They're just, they're, they're a frame lost because they're so irritating. In one of my slideshows, in fact, I'll pull up the slides. In one of the slides, well, yeah, here's a really good one of M51 without any aliens. In one of the slides, I was actually trying to get a comet, and the comet gets blurted out because of all of the satellite garbage. So you'll see it when it gets there because I basically just compiled all of them. All of the garbage shots that rolled through that. And the Eagle Nebula is one that I'm looking forward to coming back around. I don't know, that's an interesting concept there, Dimmy. Yeah, James, I kind of, I watched the launch. I watched the, splashdown. And I skipped a lot of the stuff in between. I saw a couple of images and pretty much skipped a lot in between. Xena, stuff it. Little dog. Yeah, I pay attention to a lot of the missions. I'm actually subscribed to a lot of different space channels. So I end up getting kind of inundated with the noise, and some of it I can ignore. Okay, here's the one where I had more satellites and garbage than I had actual good data. So it happens like that sometimes. Kind of a cool showcase shot here. Yeah, that's just kind of a little bit of everything right there. The second one in on the top is the Eagle Nebula, and I definitely want to get a really good shot of that. It's kind of a summer constellation, so I'll have to work for it, but I'll do that. And then, of course, the comets on either side. Left side is swan, right side is lemon. Far right is Gator's Turkey, also known as the Orion Nebula. And then bottom left we go Bode's Galaxy or Bode's Galaxy. I'm not sure how that one's pronounced, but that's M81. Next to that is the Veil Nebula. I know, that cracks me up every time he says it. Then the really bright one is Andromeda, which is our closest neighbor. And yeah, it's been some fun. And now we're looking at the Sombrero Galaxy. Because why not? I think I tried to look at it one night and it was just giving me all kinds of problems. Yeah, turkeys only fly in space. And it's awkward. I actually do have some funny turkey stories. We were out camping with some friends of ours at their private land. And of course it was coming up on the very tail end of the summer season, so it was early fall. And these turkeys were getting mighty brave and they were coming and checking out the camp. And I had a different dog besides this one. And I see these feet, and you think dinosaur feet when you see them under a vehicle, because that's all you can see is their feet. And my dog like saw it and practically froze. And I looked under there and I knew what it was, but I started laughing. And yeah, off goes this big old giant tom turkey running away. But I mean, quite seriously, seeing the dinosaur feet under the vehicle is just like, okay, well, that's crazy. Yes, ma'am. I am still drinking the black coffee. Haven't modified it in any way. I might have reheated it. No, I didn't reheat this. This is fresh-ish. It's pretty fresh. Xena, be quiet. Yeah. Yeah, I just got a new box of coffee yesterday. Because I have that stuff shipped here. Xena. Ooh, maybe I got some extras of that. Okay, so what I got up on screen right now is M101, which is what I was trying to look at earlier. Oh, good Lord. Son of a... I agree. Dog finished my sentence. Stop being a bitch. She is. She is my best buddy and my biggest pain in the ass. She's beating me up, man. Oh, I just had another cat sighting. It would have been off. Find it. She is 4, I believe, and absolutely unruly. I need to get her dang attitude back in check. I mean, it's one thing if she barks when she sees something or actually hears something specific. Well, today she heard a lot of noise, so her hackles are all up. Oh yeah, she's been called that before. When she was in the oh, stop it. When she was in the shelter where we picked her out, her name was Janet, and if you know, you know. Every time she's bad, I usually give her a damn it, Janet. And if you don't know, that's okay. No. Like I said, if you know, you know. Okay, all the weirdos are falling out of the woodwork. Here's to my weirdos. I need some more coffee. Because a caffeinated weirdo is a hell of a lot more fun to read. So there I was. Man, I wonder how much more brilliant this thing can get. I suspect it could get a little bit more brilliant anyway. I'm so impatient when it comes to imaging. Jupiter was looking pretty cool out there. It's really high in the sky. So I won't have to fight with any trees, that's for sure. At least not right away. There's little bugs and stuff flying around out there. I had a little bit of rain last night, Anime Girl. It wasn't anything substantial. It was just enough to know that it rained more than anything else. And to be fair, the weather prediction was pretty spot on. I was thinking it was gonna... I actually thought it was gonna be clear at about 9 o'clock tonight. It wasn't really clear, but it was clear enough. Sometimes you'll take what you can get when you can't get anything. Ed took a great picture the other night. He was out at his hotel room and he goes, I'm not sure what I'm seeing, but he took a great shot of Venus over the top of a flagpole. Just with his phone. It wasn't, you know, it's just literally a spot of light and you have to know what it is to know what it is. If you know, you know, you know. You know. Anyways, but yeah, so right on. Thanks, James. You have a good night. But he took a really cool picture. I'll have to post that up on the YouTubeverse. Throw a smattering of good Venus shots because I really like looking at that planet too. Jupiter's always a favorite. Mars is fun. But as far as interesting planets and all that, checking out Venus is definitely pretty neat. So once I'm able to get a lock on it, I'll have to get a lock on it. I'm not sure if I have looked at Mercury. It's possible that I looked at it through my other telescope. But the other telescope with, you know, a lot of people wonder, you know, what's the best telescope? And the best telescope is the one that you take outside and use. It's the one that actually gets looked through. It doesn't have to be amazing. A good pair of binoculars is a good telescope sometimes. A good telephoto lens on a camera is a great astro setup. If you don't want to get too fancy pants, you can just throw it on a tripod and get some good shots. I expect that we'll probably do a little bit of that this summer too. The spot where we want to go, I have a flyer. Actually, I have a big old giant postcard type thing. There's Dark Skies Park that's about, I don't know, 2 hours if we're driving slowish to get to. And we'll definitely spend some time there this summer. Yeah, monocular's great. Spotting scope will do if, you know, use what you got. But just go out and look every now and then. I just like going out and looking at stuff. And over time, you just get to know where everything is supposed to be at. So you can go out there and just look. And go, oh, I know what that is. I know what that is too. Well, what's that? And then I'll bust open my Google Sky Map because it's the quickest and easiest one to get a reference point. But I also run ISS detector and some other stuff. Like I would have to say that there's probably a good section of just space junk on my phone. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. That's the minimum of what's on there. So there's probably more stuff on here. Yeah, use Google Sky Maps if you're outside and you're looking at the sky and you see something bright and you're not sure what it is, try and identify what it is. And then once you realize what it is and what it connects to, then you can chase down the constellations. And then you can get more interested in it. More connected to it. The other night it was just crappy skies. We had quite a few clouds, but I was able to pick out all but the very top edge of the Big Dipper. And then there was the one night that I went outside just because it had been a thunderstorm all night long. And I look in one direction and there's Jupiter clearly in the sky. And I look in the other direction and I get lightning. So, if you don't like the weather, turn the other direction. I mean, it's not even wait 30 seconds. It's all at the same second. But clear, dark skies are definitely nice to look at. I've seen some pretty beautiful things under very dark skies, so... And that's without any kind of aid. My brother and I actually would go out and watch all the meteor showers, which there is a meteor shower peaking. Gosh, when does it peak? I think it peaks the day before the new moon, or the night before the new moon. So I'd have to actually look, but there is a meteor shower this month. Like probably, I think it's next week. Yep, the Lyrids. So the Lyrids will be peaking on the 14th to the 30th. And, oh, it actually, okay, so it peaks the night of the 21st. 21st, 22nd. Or the Lyrids, because it's in Lyra. But that's actually the first time I saw the Pleiades star cluster. I was out with my brother and we were watching, I believe it was either the Leonids or the Orionids out in the middle of the desert in Utah. And I'm sitting there and I'm staring at the sky and I'm seeing this fuzzy blob of stars. And I said, "What's that?" And he goes, "I don't know. I had my computer and I had a program that was similar to Stellarium. It was called Starry Night. And I opened that up and I looked at where it was, and it was the Pleiades. And after that, I grabbed a pair of binoculars and I looked back up there and I saw the little question mark. And once you've seen it, you'll never unsee it. You'll be able to find it." So I pretty much wave at the question mark every chance I get. Pretty sure it's out. It should still be visible tonight. Hey, anime girl, did you see Gator's little short on the Sunday topic? That was well done. It's cool anime, you'll like it. Xena. I might not. We'll see. Ed'll be getting home on Sunday, so I don't know what time, but he will be getting home on Sunday. And we have to work over my phone. I got a new phone and I haven't set it up yet. So I'm still using my old cool phone, which I'm going to a new cool phone. But, you know, the traumas of getting a new phone and then setting it up the way you like it and getting used to where the buttons are, where you've, you know, had your last phone for a few years and you're used to where all the buttons are, so you can just grab it and it does the thing. Yeah, I try to wait too, but Ed needed to get a new phone for himself, and because of the situation with his phone pretty much dying and it's going to go out of any sort of service anymore, they said, okay, well, we'll pay yours off, we'll pay hers off, and you can just upgrade to the latest greatest and turn in your old phones, and they're paid for. So with that being said, heck yeah, we upgraded. Yeah, it's all the passwords and all the other crap that you have to go through to get them to work. And yeah, I would probably bust things. Yeah, mine's a great Android. I won't get a Fruit product. I'm not a Fruit fan. Yeah, we just went up for, we just bumped to, what are they, the Galaxy 26? Still in the box. Yeah, I haven't even broke the seal on this thing. still sealed until Sunday, and then it's getting. Then I'm getting tortured to set it up. Yeah, I'm pretty hard on phones too, so we get the OtterBox defenders so that they don't get smushed. We get the glass protectors so they don't get scratched. Yeah, Ed likes his. He really likes his, so... Yeah, water. Water's definitely not good. I have not had, I've not had that kind of bad luck. Xena, please be quiet, you little schnut. Oh, Xena, come here, honey. You poor thing. Do I need to go check and make sure everything's alright? I need to be her little protector and go do a yard circ or something. Yes, they do. Yes, they certainly do. You know what, Scorpio Mama? I get myself in trouble too. I pretty much avoid people for the most part so that I don't get myself in too much trouble. I did go to the grocery store the other day and I didn't, like, bite anyone's head off. Didn't run anybody out of an aisle or anything like that. It was actually fairly peaceful. Yeah, sometimes it's just easier that way. It's like, nope, not in the mood, so I'll just turn around and go this way. Works for me. Not everybody can, you know, do that. But not everybody can deal with me if I get too pissy, so. It's probably best. It's in my best interest to not go off on my, you know, on stupid people. We'll just go there. Ugh, yeah. Mm. Oh, Xena. Xena, Xena, Xena. There you go. You're gonna call me mean, then I'm gonna be mean. There you go. Simple as that. You do too. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna check the sky, check the neighborhood, because my dog won't stop carrying on. And, yeah. I'll be right back. That's freaking hilarious. That cat is a punk. Hilarious. Well, I got clouds all over the place, guys, like thick ones. And I don't think it's gonna clear up. So, there goes the cat. That's madness. Gotta stay on top of the aliens and stuff. Alright, so let's, I want to process this one. I don't know how much better it can get, but I guess we can find out. From what it was to that, you know? Which one? This one? Yeah, let's do this one. Well, let's see what we get out of this. Do 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 do. Nothing like a good alien stream, you know? I still can't believe that cat was just laying by the tripod. It's like, how you doing? I'm just gonna sit here, okay? I'll definitely have to clip that. Turn it into a short or something. Yeah, I'm gonna need a snack here in a minute. Let this go ahead and process up and, right? Was it a potato model like this one? As in, I'm not kidding, this is kind of a potato because I can't even find the charging cord, and it's a GoPro 4, so it's kind of picky. I think there's stuff on it. I'm gonna have to pull the card and see if I can't read it with something. Trying to remember what's... Oh yeah, this has got the small... Yeah, I got a reader for that. Yeah, that, like I said, I watched the launch and I watched the splashdown. I saw a couple of pictures flash by and I pretty much avoided it until the end. It's, yeah. I didn't want my feel-bads to be hurt. So, I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, would we be surprised if, you know, NASA got a bag full of potatoes with, you know, various signatures on them saying, yeah, this is from this guy and that's from this guy. Yeah, I got a new one. It's not, I don't know where it is. It's in the other room. And I can't figure out how to get the stuff off of it right now. So I'll probably just have to take the SIM card out and do it the way I would do it any other, you know, with any other GoPro. Pull the SIM. Get off it what you want to get off it. I mean, it's not going to be, it doesn't want to come off easily. Like, I was thinking it would be all cool and Wi-Fi and everything, and it is to a degree, but it's not pulling to somewhere that I can find. So, it's making me slightly crazy. Yeah, we picked up a GoPro 2, and then we picked up another one and a bunch of extra stuff. And then we went to a 4, and now I think we're at a, I don't know, 12? I'm thinking it's 12. I can't remember. But it was quite a jump. And yeah, it takes great videos, but I've got to learn how to actually access them. And if that just means I have to be strong and pop the side open, then that's probably all it really is. Yeah, GoPro's definitely improved over time, but even my old GoPro footage, I can't complain about. But I mean, all my old GoPro footage was doing time lapse because we would do we would be driving, and I mean, driving across country is one thing, but being able to do it in a hurry is another. And not everybody wants to go through that long trip at that, it's just so yeah. We definitely did some massive stop action, you know. One of our early videos of our channel, there's actually there's a time lapse of us building a camper, and there's an actual lot of footage in there that had to be compiled, so it's kind of a lengthy video. But the thing was, is we built a camper from the ground up. It started out as a Harbor Freight utility trailer that we built from the floor up. But I mean, we replaced a lot of parts on that thing to make it worthy. Rolled around with it for 3 years and then found the A-frame and went from there. But we're gonna camp no matter what, so whether we're camping in something luxurious like the A-frame or in a tent, which is how it generally starts. Right? There we go, Gator. Gator needs a GoPro laptop. Now we're talking. Sounds like just the thing. Yeah, it's old. I think it's our first video, to be honest. I think it is our first video. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see what we got. That's kind of cool. It's not Hubble, but it's still kind of cool. I agree. It totally looks like a spaceship. Oh, it came out as a mosaic. That's cool. come on. Okay. I'm just gonna leave that, because I ain't gonna fight it no more. Oh, that's right. Should I center it? Yeah, we'll center it just because. Go back. Oh, crap. Hey, AAA, good to see you. Alaskan Assassin Adventures. It's your spaceship, buddy. Just trying to make it look groovy. That's all. I'm gonna keep it. I like it. There we go. Right on. We'll do this one, because it'll be fun anyways. Picking out all the alien shenanigans. Get rid of the flyby images. Okay. So this is going to take a minute. And we'll just let it take a minute. You get enough fuel in that spaceship to come pick me up there, Alaskan Assassin? Oh man. Tell her to fill it up. We'll just change it up for a minute while that does the thing. Like watching a picture stack is almost like watching paint dry and grass grow and all that other stuff. Speaking of watching the grass grow, I need to stop watching the grass grow and get somebody hired to mow the grass. Does your UFO have a lawn mowing attachment or possibly an edge trimmer? That'd be kind of slick. Then I'd be the envy of the neighbors. Then again, I don't want to be the envy of the neighbors. I might already be the envy of the neighbors. I don't even know. Oh man. Yeah, that's rough. Get speakers first. Just put a cabinet speaker in the back seat. Is there a back seat? I mean, can you at least fit a passenger in there? You can put speakers in the passenger seat. Then you can't, then you can't pick people up. Can't help people move. All that stuff. That's true. Sometimes it's worth the looks. Showing up in your UFO. And you just look at them like, what? I got it used from a guy. Only had a couple of dents then. Woohoo, halfway done. We'll see what it looks like. And I'll cut you guys loose, because my back's killing me. My dog finally chilled out, which is a shocker. And I just needed some space time. You know, space time. In the continuum. That should be a band. It's my new band name. Oh, you betcha. We're just, I'm gonna wrap it up here shortly just because I need a snack. My back needs to stretch out. I need a rack. That's what I need. You know, medieval style and stuff. That would definitely be alright. Alright, Scorpio Mama, you have a great night. Thanks for coming in. Miss you, sweetheart. You too, you take care. Where you at, Gator? Okay, Anime's here. Oh, Gator is here. Gator, it's time for the test. You're just in time. Don't take no wooden nickels. I like wooden nickels. Not like you can spend them, but they're cool. It's even better if they don't take paper money. Okay, so what were the topics for the night? Gator. They're short answers. M something, and M something. What did we look at tonight? Welcome in, Melvin. You can pass the test because you just got here. Or you just came out of the bushes. Either way. Okay, M51. Yes. Yes. M11, no. Y'all can cheat. I just took it out of the, yeah, you're funny, Gator. Of course it's space. Of course it is. High five the Gator. Okay, what are the other ones we looked at? Anybody? Anybody? Gator's got his fingers crossed. Okay. You got the first one, so. Nope, we skipped that one tonight. It was on the possible menu. And the one in which you speak, Dimmy, is Bode's or Bodie's Galaxy. I think it's Bode's. And it's M81. And no, we didn't go there. No, that's from the Mosaic. So I know what you're talking about, but that's all from the Mosaic. Yeah, he did copy the answers, I know. It's okay. That's all from the Mosaic. Or that's all from that compilation, Dimmy. That was the whole big thing. What did we look at what did we look at fresh tonight? What's the one that looked like a spaceship? Yeah, you were paying attention. That's extra credit. No. It looked kind of like Jupiter. Oh, I just had another cat sighting. Personal. It's your only hint. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, this is the M51 that we had not completely... That's after plucking out all the extra alien stuff. Yes, M104, that is correct. Yay! Which is the Sombrero Galaxy. And yeah, if you guys want to see a really extremely good picture of the Sombrero Galaxy, go to the Hubble images, because that is an absolutely outstanding image. That's pretty crunchy right there. I like that. Too zoomed. Yeah, it's beautiful. What's that on the left side of the screen? With the alien count and the cat count? That would be my telescope. And it's very small. And welcome in, Caitlin. It happens a lot. You can go back in the stream though and you can watch them if you want to. It's generally just shenanigans, but yeah, I had one cat decide to lay down by the telescope, which was actually entertaining. And yeah. We don't get too serious around here. Let's just go back to the phone here for a second. So here's tonight's efforts. And I'm pretty happy with what I ended up getting out of this. I hope you guys had a good night. I had a good night of actually being able to look at something before the clouds decided to come in, so unfortunately I don't think I can look at very much anything else. So you guys have a great night. Thank you for coming in. I very much appreciate y'all. Good night, everybody. Take care. Keep looking up. Keep your eyes to the skies. You'll find something pretty up there. If you don't know what it is, look it up, learn a little, or just enjoy it. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.